I'm Clayton Rivers, 58, retired Marine engineer. For the third time this week, HOA President Brenda Winchester drove her white Lexus straight through my ranch gate, destroying my sick wife Sarah's healing garden. My wife has stage 3 breast cancer. We bought this 200-acre Texas ranch 5 years ago so she could create a butterfly sanctuary away from stress. Her garden, bluebonnets, zinnias, native wildflowers, gave her peace during chemotherapy. Our trouble started 3 months ago. Brenda Winchester, 52, pharmaceutical sales manager and iron-fisted Meadowbrook Heights HOA president, claimed a historical right-of-way across my property to reach their water pump station. Every morning at 7:15, her Lexus tore through my gate, past Sarah's garden, scattering my cattle and kicking up dust. My prize Angus bull Thunder jumped a fence trying to escape, requiring $800 in vet bills. Sarah stopped sitting on the porch during treatments. "I feel like we're living in a fishbowl," she cried, watching her trampled flowers. That's when I decided to act. Brenda escalated to HOA inspection days, bringing entire board tours through my ranch like it was a public park. 12 people trampling around, leaving gates open, spooking cattle. Thunder crashed through barbed wire during one inspection, requiring 47 stitches. Sarah's oncologist noticed the stress affecting her treatment, blood pressure up, white cell count down. I installed 6 trail cameras with motion sensors. The footage revealed Brenda was charging neighbors $50 each for authentic Texas ranch tours, 47 separate trespassing incidents in 3 weeks, each time-stamped. She was running commercial tours on my property without permission. Then Brenda filed for a county right-of-way easement, planning to install an HOA security booth at my gate. My bank froze my equity line. We needed that credit for Sarah's medical bills. Insurance threatened to void our policy over alleged commercial use. I hired a professional surveyor using military-grade GPS equipment. The results were explosive. There were no historical easements on my property. None. The previous owner had never granted access rights. But the survey revealed something bigger. Brenda's HOA water line was illegally crossing 3 other properties besides mine for 15 years. I gathered my neighbors, Tom Henderson, Maria Santos, Bill Crawford. All had been intimidated by Brenda's systematic campaign against rural property owners. At the county planning meeting, I presented 40 years of property records and professional survey documentation, proving no easement ever existed. "Mrs. Winchester, do you have legal easement documents?" the planning director asked. Brenda went white. "I'll need to consult with our attorney." 2 days later, Brenda filed a formal nuisance complaint demanding I shut down my ranch, claiming livestock operations violated health codes and reduced property values by $15,000 per house. Everything passed inspection, but Sarah collapsed during chemo that Thursday and spent the night hospitalized. I returned to the courthouse, spending 72 hours in the records room. That's when I found the smoking gun. The original water easement Brenda claimed had expired in 1987. For 15 years, she'd been operating an entire water system on expired permits, criminal trespassing on multiple properties. Then came the mini twist. Brenda's husband David called me at midnight. We met at a diner where he slid a manila folder across the table, copies of the real 1987 expired easement and forged documents Brenda created in 2005 with fake signatures, notary stamps, and county seals. "Why are you showing me this?" I asked. "Because what she's doing is criminal, and I won't be part of it anymore." The forged documents were amateur. Digital printing on papers supposedly from 1985, photocopied signatures, notary seals from officials who died in 1990. Brenda had done this on 4 properties, representing over $500,000 in stolen property rights. This was federal wire fraud, mail fraud, and conspiracy. I contacted federal prosecutor Jennifer Martinez, who reviewed the evidence. Federal prosecutors love slam dunks like this. I filed complaints with the sheriff, district attorney, state attorney general, and FBI. Then I installed my trap, hydraulically operated steel bollards, 6 inches diameter, that retract flush with the ground but rise to 3 feet in half a second when triggered. The same technology protecting embassies worldwide. Cost $12,000. weight-detecting pressure plates calibrated for vehicles over 3,000 pounds traveling faster than 5 miles per hour. Motion sensors, high-resolution 4K cameras, everything cloud-stored and admissible in federal court. I sent Brenda a certified letter, please use public access roads. Private property will be protected by security measures as of April 10th. Her response was swift and illegal. She organized what she called a convoy for community water rights, 15 HOA vehicles planning to drive through my ranch simultaneously, announcing it on Facebook Live. Tomorrow, we're going to demonstrate that no one threatens our community's water supply, she declared. Monday morning, April 15th, Brenda's convoy assembled. She'd hired Marcus Webb, an unlicensed private investigator convicted of fraud in Louisiana, as her security consultant. The plan: overwhelm my security through numbers and physically remove the Bollards with crowbars. What Brenda didn't know, 3 unmarked FBI vehicles had positioned behind her convoy for surveillance. At 10:47 a.m., Brenda accelerated her white Lexus through my gate at 15 miles per hour, still live streaming. Weight sensors triggered, hydraulic pressure engaged. Steel bollards rose in half a second with a mechanical clang. Her Lexus met 3,000 psi of Texas justice. Transmission cracked, oil pan ruptured, radiator destroyed. Steam rose from the engine. Her horn blared continuously. She was trapped, forward blocked by bollards, reverse prevented by trailing vehicles. FBI agent Martinez approached with federal warrant. Mrs. Winchester, you're under arrest for criminal trespassing, conspiracy to commit vandalism, document forgery, wire fraud, mail fraud, and obstruction of justice. Brenda's live stream broadcast her arrest to hundreds of viewers. Marcus Webb tried fleeing across my pasture but was tackled near Sarah's butterfly garden. I activated my digital billboard visible to news cameras. Water easement forged 2005. 15 years criminal fraud. Evidence available. 3 months later, Brenda pled guilty to 7 federal charges, receiving 4 years in federal prison and $2.3 million in restitution. Marcus Webb got 18 months. David Winchester received immunity for cooperation. The HOA dissolved. New leadership negotiated legitimate easements. I received $5,000 annually for legal water access. A class action lawsuit recovered $1.8 million for 200 residents who'd paid inflated water bills for 15 years. Sarah's medical bills were covered by veteran donations and settlement funds. Her oncologist reported that removing stress dramatically improved treatment response. Her cancer entered remission 8 months after Brenda's arrest. Our butterfly garden expanded to 3 acres. We established the Ranch Rights Legal Defense Fund, providing free legal aid for veterans and rural property owners facing HOA harassment. The Bollards remain active, though they've never needed to engage again. Word spreads quickly about what happens when criminals target the wrong ranch. Your property rights are worth fighting for. Documentation beats intimidation every time.